Bustin'. Giving a shout out right now to SPR, Sparta Low, y'all already know what it is. Slow Snake. Little Nip Hustle. Big shout out to SPR, Sparta Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
I ain't no KRS-One expert, but I do remember him ever since him and Miss Melody. And it was said she brought him back to life when he was homeless, slept on her couch. And I remember self-destruction. I remember when he tried to go gangster too. What was it called? Bust down. He did his little gangster thing, but I know for a fact, and I don't know, but I know I've heard him speak down on Freemasonry. And if I haven't, that's a phantom thought. But it seemed like the whole spirit and theme of his whole message be against the system, secret societies, and Freemasonry. So when I seen this title, I had to run it. So with no further ado, let's see what they say KRS-One has been up to.
Alright, y'all. KRS-One turned his head from the dark behaviors in the music business.
A lot of people felt that I was insensitive, that my remarks, like I said, you know, I could care less, I don't care, you know, and I really don't.
He got his start by forming Boogie Down Productions with DJ Scott LaRock. Once joining the Zulu Nation, along with Africa Bambaataa, they gave him a chance to sign a record deal with Sleeping Bag Records. On this label, KRS-One will release the single Success is the World.
On the travel by jet to the south of France. The fine ladies put them in the trend.
Along with DJ Scott LaRock. After this single flop, KRS-One decided to start his own record label, Boogie Down Production. In 1987, KRS-One dropped the first diss record in hip-hop, The Bridge Is Over.
Manhattan keeps on making it, Brooklyn keeps on taking it, Bronx keeps creating it, and Queens keeps on faking it.
In that same year, KRS-One had to give up his homie Scott LaRock. Scott LaRock will be gunned down in front of the High Bridge Project. Shortly after, KRS-One's first album, Criminal Minded, started to climb the chart. After reaping success in the music industry, he would become one of the head pioneers of hip-hop. When hip-hop started to take a turn for the dark side, people came to KRS-One to get answers.
So when people type up all kind of crazy about KRS, somebody said I was down with the Illuminati the other day.
What? That's Jay-Z.
I knew he was on record speaking against it. I knew it, so that's why this title attracted me.
Proof, he had facts, everything. Dude had his facts out. Yo, KRS, the Illuminati. Let me show you. And he had the whole thing laid out. And I'm watching this like, wow, this is crazy.
That's Jay-Z.
And
that's Jay-Z.
But it makes you think about Jay-Z.
That's Jay-Z.
What they say about
that's Jay-Z. Jay-Z. Hey, for real, KRS, tell him.
Yeah.
Professor Griff, no.
But see, this is the thing. I know what you're talking on, but look at that. If they can say KRS is with the Illuminati and have facts to back it up, imagine what Jay-Z is going through. We give rich people too much credit. Just because a person got money don't mean they got knowledge. No disrespect to the Illuminati, but they kind of over right now. They're not really running shit like they used to. So I don't know if I want to be part of something like that.
Question, you were speaking about why haven't they killed you yet, or things like that. I wanted to speak about Illuminati and if you believe in that, if it's infiltrated hip-hop. And a lot of people say like Jay-Z, you know, Kanye West, they have affiliations with that, and when you reach a certain level in hip-hop that they approach you. I'm wondering if anybody has approached you on that, if you're working with them, because some people I've heard say they believe KRS-One is a Mason or something like that, and if you didn't mind speaking on that and what your thoughts are.
Yeah, well, where do I start? No, I'm not a Mason. Let's start there. I studied Freemasonry though. Studied for about 20, well, coming up on 20 years now. Studied Freemasonry. I've known Freemasons all my life.
What's the purpose of studying something for almost 3 decades if you're not combating it, unless you're joining it? Are you actively combating Freemasonry? Why would you study it so thoroughly and consistently over such a long period of time? That's interesting.
They trust me with their secrets. They trust me with their symbols.
Yeah, this makes no sense. How are you not one of them, being amongst them, trusted to have their knowledge, and you're not combating them, and you're studying them all this time? And he's deflected by saying he's not one. He's one.
They trust me with their knowledge. I'm considered a 33-degree Master Mason, but
you can't. Come on, dude. Now you trying to piss on us and tell us it's rain. He's trying to assume a certain intelligence over a certain ignorance he's trying to assign to his audience. We not stupid. You cannot be considered a 33-degree Mason and then say, no, I'm not a Mason. But man, stop it. Talking out of two sides of your neck. Double tongue.
I'm not a Mason. I'm sort of what you would call an honorary member because I understand the truth.
You're a Mason, honorary or not. You're a Mason, stupid.
Masonry is not the Illuminati. Freemasonry is, or was, and it originally started off as what science would be called today. Back in the days, there were several sects that knew the truth, and they would put that truth into whatever craft they were practicing at the time.
After dropping this knowledge, KRS-One will open up a school to teach people about hip-hop. In 2017, hip-hop would catch a black eye. A man by the name of Hassan Campbell would come out and accuse Africa Bambaataa, the creator of hip-hop, of doing some heinous things to him when he was a teenager.
Oh man, we all knew that was like that, man.
Hold on.
There ain't no goddamn secret about no shit, man. He always did that shit, man. I knew the from damn near 40 years. Lance Taylor's his name. His name ain't no Bambaataa, man. I don't even know who gave him that, but.
So, my brother, I'm gonna ask you, if you knew this all this time, why would you allow him to get away with that? You know?
Man, I ain't had nothing to do with that. I didn't hang with him. I wasn't his follower, though.
Okay.
I was one of his followers, man. Listen, to each his own, man.
After my situation that I went through with him, I still dealt with the Zulu Nation.
Old man is just saying Bam like to get down with males, not necessarily young males below the age of consent. Sandra know good and well he was above the age of consent. That's why he never pinpoints any year. He always tries to get these vague ages he may or may have not been. When you go through something traumatic like that, you would say, it was started in 89, continued through 90, 91, but he'll never pinpoint a year. Because once he tell you the year, and the year he say, and we realize what was the song that was out, and we start talking about what we was doing in that year, he gonna really feel like we know better.
But I wasn't sitting around waiting around to see what more games he was going to be playing with little boys. I just stepped the away from him.
After the individuals came out about Africa Bambaataa, KRS-One was put on a spot about his mentor. He would go on the interview and spin the narrative about Africa Bambaataa. Some people say he was an advocate for pedophilia, being that he had this song with these creepy lyrics.
I'm 25, shuffle kind of mean. I'm only 13. I need a quick escape. That's statutory, but she was.
A lot of people felt that I was insensitive, that my remarks, like I said, I could care less, I don't care, and I really don't. Like,
what is it you don't care? You don't care about the victim's statement, or you don't care about the narrative that's followed?
Let me go deep into it then. There is a professional statement that I can make that's sincere, and that's the statement that I actually made.
So if they're human, and isn't part of being human, being humane to those who have the courage to step forward into an enormous arena?
No, these people work for the FBI. This is a whole different thing we're dealing with. Anyone who has a problem with Africa Bambaataa should quit hip hop.
I've just got to state to you that you cannot just dismiss.
No dismission. No.
But when you say you could care less, that's exactly how it's.
No. Let me tell you what I can care less about. Accusations and gossip. KRS does not get involved in that. Show me the evidence, and I will definitely have justice done.
But if it's historical, the evidence is very hard to acquire.
Then why say it?
But often because of the culture upon which you'd have to enter to actually confess.
Rappers like Immortal Technique didn't approve this message. He would go on an interview and counteract everything that KRS-One said.
One more question, man. Can I ask you about the Africa Bambaataa? Those things have been going around. It's been a few years now. Where do you stand on that? I've been hearing your name around the internet.
I stand with the children. I stand with the victims. I have since day one. I made that 100% clear. I told all the OGs that I consider no man infallible. If somebody want to be upset with that, you know where the fuck I live. You know where I am. I'm not hard to find. And that's not a challenge. That's just me being honest with you, because I've seen everybody that's involved in this thing in one way or another. And the only person I haven't seen in respect to that is Bam. And that's because he knows he don't want to be seen. And people are upset and they genuinely hurt. I had to go talk to the people who this happened to. And this was several people that came to me and were like, yo, Technique, our names are being dragged in the mud. They're saying that we did this, that we made this up. And I listened to them, brother. And you know what they told me? They said, we don't want him dead. Right?
That takes validity from it, especially if you're talking about Cassandra Bambaataa, who gets busy and catches bodies. If he didn't want him dead, I don't believe he was a minor.
We want him in the book. We want him in the registry. That's his punishment. And I said, oh, wow. And that's when I realized that I wasn't dealing with liars. I was dealing with people that were genuinely hurt. So I will always stand with the victims. To people out there, it's not a hard choice to make. You know what I mean? And I get it, somebody made a lot of contributions to it, but a person can lose their God status. No human being is infallible. Nobody is up against that's not something. And brother, I appreciate the question, because you know what? I'm never gonna run from stuff like that. And I'm actually disappointed that a lot of other brothers didn't make their voice known when it was time. But
let me know what y'all think. Did KRS-One turn his head from the dark things that happened in the industry, or was it just none of his business? Leave your comments below.
Nah, he definitely compromised the image he has been putting forth since the 80s. We would have thought he had turned his back on anything to protect the innocence of youth. Now it seems as if he's uninterested. He said as much. He don't give a that's terrible. Anybody that has issues with Bam need to that is ridiculous for him to state that you need to that's like saying all the problem we have with America or with the history of our people in America. We need to just go back to where we came from. We need to just leave hip hop. That was very ignorant of him to say. And the way he tried to describe himself in regards to Freemasonry, he's definitely a member. Oh, my mama.
Por favor, abre a porta do elevador. Eu tô com um pouquinho de medo, mas eu sei que o Senhor cuida de mim. Amém.
Wasn't that personal? Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.